Hello and welcome to another episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Katrina Swathwood,
hello,
and Parker Swathwood.
Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
You're excited.
Yeah, I am. I haven't been on the podcast in forever, and I'm happy to be on again.
Spoken like you've been doing radio for a long time.
Well,
rehearsing.
Well, no.
You know? So how's it going?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get on here and have you on because something interesting has happened, I'd say, over the last few weeks.
Okay.
So, I don't know, like a month ago I saw a remastered version of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 were coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw last week that if you pre-bought the first or the remastered editions, you would get the warehouse level as a demo. Now, when I was, I don't know, when Tony Hawk 1 came out, when did Tony Hawk 1 come out?
I'll look that up.
She'll look it up.
Look it up.
So when Tony Hawk came out, it was at a time where PlayStation would send you demos in the mail if you were part of the PlayStation Club or group, or I can't remember what it was called. So I got this, and we all knew who Tony Hawk was. I mean, we all watched X Games, and he's from San Diego, so we all knew who Tony Hawk was. So I get this demo. When did it come out, Katrina?
Which one are you talking
Tony
about?
Hawk 1, the original.
Like Pro Skater?
Yes.
The original.
1999.
So 1999. So I was 14, 15 years old, depending on when it came out.
Yeah. So what? A freshman? It was in August.
So yeah, I would have been 15. Really? 15?
No. So we were going to be a sophomore.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So I got the demo in the mail, and I played that demo 1,000 times.
Maybe not, but
It was
close
quite
to.
a bit.
Close to.
So now there's a remastered edition, and I got it, and Parker and I have been playing it. What do you think of the demo so far?
It's really fun, but the funny thing is that all the skaters are their age now, and it's really funny.
It is. It's funny you mentioned that because
Do they say ow when they fall down?
no,
Ow,
Okay.
no.
but
My back.
right. So
That wasn't that funny, but okay.
yeah, all the skaters are their age now, but Parker and I have played, I don't know, we probably each played like 30 or 40 times.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because it's a throwback to when I was a kid, and now I get to play with my kid. He's not as old as I burped on the podcast a ton of almost
I know,
every
but you're
episode.
going to have to edit it out. So
I'll leave it in.
We're trying to keep it as
No,
limited.
it's fine.
Okay.
So now Parker and I get to play it, and it's interesting because 15-year-old Robert played it, and now 36-year-old Robert's playing it with his
10-year-old
almost
kid.
11-year-old,
Yeah, I'm almost 11.
almost 11-year-old kid,
I'm excited
and
about it.
you're enjoying it.
Yep.
So then to keep hammering the nostalgia
Away.
stuff, you know, Parker had summer camp, right?
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Summer care.
Summer care, not summer camp.
Well,
We know everything's closed right now, and I they only went for 2 weeks, and I'll let you know, out of concern, it was very safe, and, you know, it was something we stressed out about, but it ended up being good for the kids, and nothing happened, so we're very lucky.
Yes.
But the first week, everybody was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah.
And how do you like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Now the question is, do you know how to play correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay, but not better than the game that we're about to talk about.
Okay, nice setup. He didn't give it away. So they're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and actually Yu-Gi-Oh cards came out when I worked at KB Toys, so we started buying packs and playing, and so I played that a little bit. But the real cool thing is, after the first week of care, one of Parker's friends brought in Magic the Gathering,
Yeah.
and I used to play Magic a lot.
Guys in class played Magic.
You know what's funny is we were up at the fields, and Parker was taking batting practice today, and we were leaving, and there was a group of 4 guys on the concrete bench playing Magic.
Were they really?
Yeah,
They were.
and we
That's funny.
talked to him for a little while, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
He was, and everybody in the community that we've talked to has been really nice, and I'll get to that. But so now Parker's picking up Magic, so I, for the first time in 22, 23 years, have built a deck
Okay.
that Parker's beaten me 3 times on.
Yeah, I wrecked him.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But it's kind of interesting because all the stuff that I'm played as a kid,
He's rolling into?
he's rolling into it. Obviously, you know, not everything I did, Parker's going to enjoy it. We've thrown like You like Star Wars?
I love Star Wars.
You like Harry Potter?
Yeah.
You like Lord of the Rings?
No.
See, so we thrown a lot of stuff at him and sees
2/3 is
to see
sticking.
what sticks, and he doesn't like Lord of the Rings. I don't take
I
offense.
hate it.
I don't think you hate it.
I'm sorry.
I think it's just too slow for him.
Okay, why do you not like it?
Because this person, my dad, he made me watch straight every single movie except for The Hobbit.
So hold on, let's pump a break there. What would happen if you didn't actually watch things that we said, hey, Parker, you should watch this?
I wouldn't like Harry Potter, Star Wars, and all the other things that I like.
Right.
Movies like Marvel.
Stranger Things.
So I think
yeah.
he has a bias against Lord of the Rings because it's something that you really, 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 really like, and you really, 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 really wanted him to watch it.
Yeah.
So he immediately is already going into it. I'm not going to like this. I personally, from my perspective, I think the story is too dense for him.
Okay.
That there's way too much going on, and it's hard to keep track of all the storylines when they're converging in different areas.
Okay.
I think when he gets older, he might enjoy it more because he'll be able to follow along better.
So how about you watch it again when you're 13? Fair?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, then
Time will
maybe I'll take you to Disneyland.
It's
again
one of the
someday.
best stories that you'll watch.
Hey.
It's a great story,
It is, but
you couldn't even tell me what happens in half of it if you were, and you watched all 3 of them.
yeah,
Name 3 characters.
um
Name 3 Lord of the Rings characters.
Any characters?
any characters. Can I describe the character?
No, I want
No, a
3
name.
names.
3 names.
Because you spent a lot of time watching these. We do mention the names, throughout conversation in the house.
Gollum,
Okay.
Okay, 1.
There's 1.
Gandalf,
Okay, 2.
and hey,
You're almost there.
it's not my fault.
Oh, we're not blaming you for anything.
No.
I'm just saying, right now, it doesn't interest you. If you like magic and things like that, I think you would really actually like
Yeah.
the story
Because
when
it's
you're
fantasy.
older.
I don't.
It's okay.
Name 3 Star Wars characters.
Luke, Han, and Chewbacca.
3 good characters.
Doesn't even list Leia. Stupid.
I was gonna say it later, but I
Name
got
3 more Star Wars characters.
Leia, Darth Vader, Darth Maul,
Name 3 more.
Emperor Palpatine, Ben, and Biggs.
Okay, nice. Now name 3 Harry Potter characters.
Harry, Ron, Hermione.
3 more.
I was about to say Gandalf for some reason.
Yeah, wrong series.
Hagrid, Hagrid, Snape, and Voldemort.
3 more.
3 more.
And I'll leave you alone.
Luna Lovegood, Sirius Black, and does the Mentors count?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's kind
So
of...
yeah. So name 1 more Lord of the Rings character.
I'm trying to think of one of the Bigfoot, like the
Bigfoot.
Hobbit people.
They're not big. They're tiny.
Yeah, they're little.
They're little people.
Their foots are like
Their
Yeah,
feet
they
are
got big
big, but they're
their
little
feet
people.
are like the size of their head.
So what is an old movie you like? Like a really old movie?
Goonies.
Goonies? Okay, good choice. That's an older movie.
I know. It's just funny to think of that as an old movie.
Well, I expected an old name. One other old movie you like?
Old movie?
Yeah, old movie. Any old movie.
Any
you want.
old movie that you consider an
Star
old
Wars
movie.
#1.
Okay, yeah. See, those are 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
So I figured he was going to say like something that's come out just like 10 years ago.
like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The first one.
That movie came out before you were born.
Yeah, way
so
before you were born.
It's been interesting to throw things at you to see what you enjoy and what you don't like, and it's cool that you're enjoying magic.
I'm really enjoying it, and I am crushing my dad at it.
Yeah. Well, I
He's
think
won twice, and
I think
I've
we
won
played-
like 7 times.
I think we played with my deck. We've played 5 times. You've won 3, and I've won
3,
2.
Yeah.
So
But out of
we're
all of
It's a slim
close.
margin.
Out of all of every single time we've played, I think I've won like 9 times against
Maybe.
you. Or
I feel like I need
or more
to
than
switch
10.
out a couple of the instants that I have.
With something else?
And enchantments and add a few more.
Lands?
No, I have enough lands.
You can only have 24 lands in your deck.
Oh.
Can you?
Yeah.
I think that's the recommended amount.
No. I think if you have one other in a tournament, maybe you have to take one out, or you...
Are you guessing at this?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm predicting.
Okay, you're predicting?
Predicting. Yay.
Hypothesis.
But no, it's been fun, and what's really cool is we've talked about it on here. You don't know what a gatekeeper is, Parker, but we talked about gatekeepers, and a lot of times when you go into a comic book shop or tattoo shop or something that's very the market's kind of small.
It's a niche market.
You have people that don't want you there
Right.
because that's theirs.
Right.
And then this will happen to you, Parker. But we went into a place called TC Rockets in San Diego, and we'll give them a shout out. They couldn't have been more welcoming.
And that's great.
And that is amazing.
That's how you build customers.
Well, yeah, and I wish I knew their names because and I'm not going to switch my comic pool list over there. I love SoCal Comics, and that'll be my comic spot. But
Yeah.
Well, we've
It's
also
a
never
really-
had an issue.
It's a really good comic book store.
yeah,
That I like.
But the two guys that were talking to you at TC Rockets, they were talking to you about magic. They explained stuff to you. They were really polite. And what did you think about that place?
I think it was the employees were super nice to me when I was asking questions, seeing what there was, and it was really nice and thoughtful.
You like that store?
Yeah.
No, it's a good store. They had a lot of cool stuff.
If you do like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, like other in card games, just go check it out. And there's like pops, collectibles, and comics there.
Yeah, nice little advertisement for
I guess,
TC Rockets there. No, it was a really cool place, and
It was really
they told him
cool.
about they're not having tournaments right now.
Well, they can't.
But they said when things eventually get
Ease
back
up.
to there, they have tournaments, and they told him to come play because they have kids his age.
And the first time I go into a tournament, I'm just gonna watch, and then the second one, I'm going in full on, as hard as I can, try it again, far as I can.
Nice, that's a good goal. But it was really refreshing to go into a place, and that's how you build customers, and not just
Right.
customers,
Repeat customers.
but people into that world, because some people might be dipping their toes, and they could be very put off by somebody that's
and then
rude.
just not explore at all. So
Yeah.
And-
that goes into also like building a market, because a lot of people forget that, well, especially if you work retail, you have to have the best customer service you can because you want them to come back and spend more money.
Exactly.
Even though retail sucks and it's a soul-sucking thing to work in,
Gotcha.
when you have such a small store like that, you can't let that affect how customers and possibly future customers look at you.
How about on Friday after we work, we all go over there? Because I kind of want you to see it too.
Okay,
a
well,
neat store.
it'll depend on what happens in the week.
Of
And
course, I'm getting more magic.
Well, you have allowance,
Do
so
for $100 now.
well, there'll be discussions about that one.
yeah. So no, it's been a lot of fun, and it's been kind of a throwback. We did pull some good cards for my old collection, and I haven't found all my old cards yet. So
There's probably something in the attic, or there's something out
Yeah.
in the.
what I've been kind of
shed.
fascinated with is all the new abilities that cards have.
Yeah,
Like
there's
the-
a lot, like mutate. That's really new, and they can
Well-
put like really good things on that creature or other creatures.
Well, mutate isn't exactly. I guess it's. I wouldn't say it's an ability because it doesn't do something specific. There'll be the mutate, and then there'll be an explanation of what they do when they mutate. Right?
Yeah.
It's not like some of the other ones, like what,
Insects.
lifelink or
Yeah, lifelink. Lifelink is pretty good if you have a like light deck, because there's tons of light links in light category,
Mm-hmm.
and
isn't there in light and isn't it white and black? Has a lot of lifelinks. Because don't some of the vampires have lifelink as well?
yeah, some of the vampires in dark black or not, yeah, and in black are really there's only like a few, but in green there's also a few more. Like all categories, there's at least like 2.
Okay, I didn't know that, and I mean, you don't have to know everything yet, Parker.
Yeah, I know.
It's learning as you play, and the only way you learn is to keep playing.
Well, one of the best things to have on your card is Death Touch, because
In your opinion?
yes, in my opinion, because you can just any amount if the opponent blocks with that card immediately dies because
That's such a crazy ability.
it's really good.
Now, I'm still. If you're listening, sometimes kids will play and not really know the rules.
Yeah, like I was trying to teach my friends how to play, and they're just like, "No, you're cheating. That's not how you play." Like, dude, you haven't even played yet.
Well, I mean, you're still learning too.
Yeah, but I know the rules. I know a lot.
I know
of the
you can
rules.
play, but it's some of those kind of like tricky rules that are kind of a little bit more difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So they're still learning like that. So when we play, there's still a lot of
Things that we don't know.
looking online and reading as we're playing. So if the time comes and you do play a tournament, you'll know. You know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
But that's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it.
Me too.
Good. I'm glad you are. What else do you want to talk about, bud?
I don't know.
Now that he's on here, he doesn't know what he wants to say.
You've been waiting forever to come on, and now you got no idea.
You guys can choose.
Well, what do you? I heard that the Duffer Brothers announced that season 4 won't be the last season of Stranger
There's
Things.
going to be a season 5.
Yeah, there's gonna be a season 5.
And they maybe continue into 6.
Well, I don't know.
Depends on the story.
It not only depends
Yeah.
on the story, but those kids are only kids for so long.
Right.
You're gonna have them go through high school and go to college. I guess they could. It'd be interesting. You know what? Now that we're talking about it, it'd be interesting if they because
Does that town even have a college?
so
I think yeah.
Will and 11 moved with Will's mom
To
to somewhere else, correct? That was
And the
in-
brother went with them.
Yeah, so they all moved somewhere else. So they are separated now. But if you, sorry, I hit the table.
but wherever Will goes, the upside down
down.
will follow.
See, I'm thinking that in the 4th season, they're going to Russia.
Yeah, they're totally
Obviously,
going to
I
Russia.
mean, we saw that trailer and it showed David Harbour. Why can't I think Hopper?
Hopper.
Showed Hopper in there. So
Working
I'm
as a
wondering where he's at mentally.
He's not a servant. He's
Well,
a prisoner.
well, prisoner, slave.
I mean, it seemed that way.
It did because there's tons of people that are just miserable.
Yeah, well, it looked like people there was slave labor, obviously. I mean,
Right.
those people were
Of
just.
course.
But I guess if you wanted to, I mean, they're the guys creating the show, and I'm sure Netflix will let them make it as long as they'd like because it's so popular.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to like renegotiating cast.
No, because they usually
income.
that's when a lot of shows stop because I think they're signed on for 2 or 3 seasons on Netflix.
Right.
And if it's popular and they want to renegotiate, then the profit goes down.
Well, it's like when is Glow? They're going to have another season.
That's it, though.
Yeah.
It's one more and then they're done.
I appreciate it more when they have like a fluid story and the story ends
Yeah,
as opposed to being told, okay, you're done. You need to wrap it up.
yeah.
And
But
end the story.
if they wanted to keep Stranger Things going, they could follow them to college and see what happens when they're separated. But that'd be a way down the road.
And if there is another last season, in like the future, like season 6 or 7,
Mm-hmm.
they should be adults.
They're
And
getting there. They're getting
It'd be
there.
funny if they're adults and they still see the monsters that within Stranger Things.
It's fun watching you be so into this because that's how I was with like Spider-Man in comics when I was a kid. I'm trying like in Star Wars. I was so into Star Wars and nobody got me into that stuff.
You did.
I got myself into that stuff. And
I was like that with X-Files.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff that you just get that I got into on my own, and now I can share this stuff with you. Like I watched Stranger Things before you were able to, and now you really like it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch you. This is the first thing you were almost. I don't mean it in a
Encompassed.
negative way, but almost obsessed with. Like you know the actors' names. You
I do.
have a Stranger Things backpack. You have pop figures. You have Legos. You have T-shirts. It's the first thing that you've been super into.
Yeah. I'm still super into it.
You were Steve for Halloween last
I
year.
was Steve for Halloween last year.
What are you gonna be for Halloween this year? Like throw out a couple ones that you might be.
The Demogorgon, Sammy Lawrence from Bendy and the Ink Machine. What do you mean?
How
no?
was Bendy and the Ink Machine?
It was so much fun. Even the some parts spooked me a little bit. It's so fun, and I'm excited for the next game. But I already know it's gonna be way more scarier.
Well,
than the
it
first
came
one.
out a while back, and
It came out
I
like
know.
2016.
Okay, it came out 4 years ago, so you'd have been 6,
Yeah.
and you were way too young to play. And you might
Yeah.
even be a little too young now. But, we let you dip your toe in that water, and it was the first kind of scary game that you played.
Yeah.
And,
Uncharted.
Well, Uncharted's not a scary game.
Only the ghouls.
It's just violent.
Only the ghouls in the first one are
But
scary.
you played it, and you enjoyed it. You did play Uncharted 1. How do you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was really fun, but I'm stuck on a part in the second one, and I don't know how to get past it.
That's how you have to,
You have to figure it out.
You have to figure it out.
You just got to
Yeah.
keep
I
trying.
have to take on all these guards, and there's like 16 of them.
Maybe it's time to sneak around instead of rushing in.
I know. I'm trying to sneak around, and on the second one, I'm hiding behind a pillar, and a guy just appears right there when I'm right here, and it just.
I'll take a look at it next time you have it on.
Yeah.
But no, it's been neat to see you be so into stuff, and I mean, you're gonna end up being into stuff that
You're not into
your mom and I don't know about.
Yeah. Because when I'm your age, you're not gonna know what's like a lot of things that are new.
In the next couple years, you're gonna be into stuff that we don't know.
Have any idea what it is?
like video games.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Some video games you guys don't like, and I love.
Like what?
Fortnite. You guys hate it.
I think most parents do because you all are so obsessed with it
That we spent so much money on it.
Yeah, that's what they
It's the
basically.
equivalent of gambling.
Yeah, they made that because it's not random, but they're when you're buying something, you're buying it and you acquire it.
The way they sell is the same triggers that you get out of gambling when you have an addiction.
there were I can't remember what they called them right now, but there was like I guess almost like mystery boxes you could buy and stuff, and you would get random things, and that actually was considered gambling, and they had to do away with stuff like that for kids because you can't do that.
Right.
But I'm telling you, Parker, and you can comment on this if you'd like. That game, everything's set up to make money.
Yeah,
But
I know.
when I buy Last of Us, I buy that game and then I play it.
And you don't spend
Fortnite
money
is free because they want you to buy and
In-game
buy
purchases.
and buy and buy stuff that doesn't even change the game. It makes you look different. Doesn't give you an extra cool weapon or anything like that, right?
Yeah, but in Save the World, when you actually buy skins, you get abilities from them. So
But see, Save the World wasn't a free game. You had to buy that.
yeah, it was like $40-$60.
So that's something different. When you buy a game and things come on as add-ons, because they do that with games too. They'll have special editions and you'll get a special gun when you start it or something special for an
now
ability.
they have DLC as well where you have to pay $10
Right.
to get this many missions. Or
Right.
something. Nothing like that existed when I was a kid. You bought a game and that was a whole game.
And then you just played it.
On the flip side of that is if you bought a game and there was a glitch in the game, there was no way to fix that glitch.
You had to wait.
Or they just never
back
got
then,
fixed.
it just never got fixed.
Now
Like-
they have
Like Rocket Arena. I bought that so excited, and it made me get PlayStation Plus, and it just didn't work ever.
That might be a user error versus a...
Well, then you need to look into it.
I don't... With what time, man? Like...
I don't know.
Because we don't know what
Next
to do
weekend?
anymore.
Because I was going to call EA and get with them, but their customer service is just so bad.
Awful. Yeah. No.
But we'll figure it out. How about we'll make that a goal this week? I'll put it on my list of things to do, okay?
You have a list of things to do?
Yes. We
I
both
never
do.
do.
Well,
We've got so much stuff spinning
yeah, it's not easy
to be a parent.
to be a parent, especially right now with distance learning and you guys are home and I can't help because I work.
Yeah, I already know Mom gets super annoyed.
Well, it's hard for her. Mom has a
is
hard
Mom.
job and she has to, you and your brother aren't always easy. You've been doing way better.
I have been doing
Way better after your 28-day restriction.
Yeah, that sucked.
I
lost a few of my skills.
You lost a few of what?
My skills in Fortnite.
Did you?
Only like I'm
What
only,
skills?
skills I forgot how to like go through the like I forgot how like to go through the houses very quick and just loot every single house very quick. Well, I'm kind of getting back into it a little bit. I can still crank 90s and
It's like your baseball swing. Taking a couple steps back today. You'll get there. It's repetition.
Right.
Just like with your
Don't
Fortnite
mess with the
stuff.
mic. Come on, dude.
sorry.
Just like with if you stop doing it for a little while, you regress, and then you practice some
Same
more.
thing
and
with
then you get
Fortnite.
better.
You didn't play for a month, so you were slower when you restarted. So when you don't practice for baseball, you get slower.
Yeah, and I also missed a game that I really wanted to get when it actually came out.
What game?
Fall Guy.
Oh.
Fall Guy is so.
It is fun. That actually
so
is a pretty
fun.
fun game.
You like it?
No, I do. It's
Oliver likes it too.
it's quick. It's just a fun little obstacle course, and it's a good time. Like, I enjoy it a lot.
But I've gotten to the finale 10 times,
I haven't won one yet.
and I haven't won one yet.
It's hard. It's not easy.
3 of the times.
There's only one winner, right?
Yeah.
I went for 1v1. There's one person left, and me. And he pushes me off every single time when there's a survival thing.
That's what you're supposed to do.
The only one that I'm really good at is Jump Showdown, because you have to jump over a bar, and the top one, it doesn't even hit you, so.
No, I've only played it a handful of times, but it's been a lot of fun. Because you have all kinds of things you look forward to in games and stuff, but I don't have that anymore. I only, like I said on the last podcast, I want to play Cyberpunk, but that's my next big game.
My next big game, like my story mode game, is either going to be Bendy and the Dark Revival or Avengers.
What about the games you already have that you haven't beat yet?
Oh, I can't get past Kingdom Hearts. I can't.
Yes, you can.
You just got to grind it out.
I have to go against a guy that's so fast,
So what?
which is a computer, and I'm like,
Are
half the
you
speed.
going to give up on everything when it becomes difficult?
No.
Then
Well,
you do
that's
it.
what you're showing. Cause
What I did when I got pissed off at a Last of Us part, I would set it down and I would come back to it on a different day. I don't give up. You don't give up when things get hard.
Well,
You
it's like
try and try and try.
You're-
Or now, we didn't have this as kids. You can look online and see what makes it easier.
tutorials.
Yeah.
Don't
Like
give
you
up
have
on
your
Uncharted.
you have your Jedi game that you didn't.
Because it got hard.
I'm so far in it, though.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
But you didn't finish it.
You like the thing is, and I don't care if you don't finish those games, but if you want new games, beat the games that you have already.
Yeah. I beat this game in a week, and it's Luigi's Mansion 3. I beat it in like 2 weeks or 1 week.
Yeah, you beat that pretty quick.
It makes
did.
it worth the purchase if you actually play it all the way through.
Yeah,
I also beat Uncharted in 4 days.
yeah. Well, what happened with Uncharted 2? It got
It got hard.
Those are adult games.
They are adult games.
I let you play those games because I know that you're not going to use the language that you hear in the game. Not that it's ever really super bad in Uncharted. It's like playing an adventure movie.
Right.
But those aren't games for your age, and I let you play them anyways. You just gotta buckle down and get through those hard parts because the games are great. Same thing
Yeah.
with Jedi game. That game was made, for everybody, and I've seen you having fun on it. But then you get so frustrated.
Yeah, when I get so fun, I already know that one part I'm going to get so frustrated, and I'm just going to freak out. And one time when I told my brother to get off because I was going to play, he threw the controller down and almost broke my controller.
Yeah, well, your brother has a
temper issue.
a temper problem.
He does.
No, but you just you can look online, type it in, and see where you're at, and see.
They have
I've done that
video
before.
plays
They have
of-
video playthroughs, exactly. They have that show you how to do things easier.
Like where to go, where to get things.
Strategies on how to beat a difficult part.
Right.
Yeah, I looked at tutorials to beat some parts in Bendy.
Okay, well, you can do
Okay,
that on Jedi.
so you know
or
how to
Jedi
do
or
that.
Uncharted. Or with Uncharted, I've played through. You can come ask me, and I can help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Anyways, it was nice having you on. We're going to keep this as a short episode.
Yeah.
But, what'd you think about being on again?
It felt really good.
Good. You had fun?
Yeah, I want to be on a few more a little often.
You beat
because-
Uncharted 2, and we'll have you on again.
Oh,
How about
homework.
you beat Uncharted 2 and you beat Jedi, and you can come on here and talk about them and let us know how they were.
It's like, what?
What do you think?
I'm definitely not beating Jedi I'm definitely not beating Jedi in a long time.
Why not?
I'm only 11 like percent in the game, and I had to go against 3 ATSTs already. And the game's like the game takes like over 80 hours.
Well, we're
So all that time that you're wasting on other ones that don't get you anything.
exactly.
You'll get trophies. You'll get things on your gamer tag for completing parts.
And you have a
Yeah.
ton of time because we're in a pandemic. We're not doing that much.
Yeah, and I have a lot of time to play video games.
Yeah, so buckle down, man. Play us some single-player story mode games.
I have.
Like, and you don't have to do it every
I've
day.
been playing Avengers.
But that's a beta. It's not.
Yeah, you can't beat that right now.
It's like a tester.
It said full game.
No, it says
The full game will be available.
the full game will be available.
A beta is a test to see how it plays.
So what
and
game
to
are you
get
going to beat
feedback.
next then?
The next game that I'm probably gonna beat next is either when Bendy comes out. It's gonna come out like in the next.
You're not
month.
buying a new game until you beat a game.
That's a good rule. I like it.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good rule for like me as well. Although I beat my last 3 games, so
I think
Why?
the only one that you didn't even bother going through more was Red Dead 2.
yeah. So why don't you? Uncharted games aren't long. Get through the part and see if you can beat it. And then we'll have you back on too, and you can give us a
look so
rundown of what you.
defeated.
Yeah, you even said it. Bendy's not coming out for a long time, but this is a good rule.
It's coming out for like another. It's not coming out for like another month.
Bendy,
Yeah.
I don't think it's coming out for a while.
No, it was supposed to come out in 2020.
Yeah,
a lot of things were supposed to come out.
Yeah, a lot of things
No,
were
but
supposed to happen.
They had 3 years to work.
It doesn't matter. Right now, things are getting put on hold and they're not being picked up yet.
They can
so.
still work at home on the game at home because they still have all their data on their computers.
Parker, it's not that simple. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, beat a game, and then we'll. If you beat one of these games, I'll buy the next Bendy game for you
Which
instead
games?
of just one of them. Just pick one.
It doesn't matter. You can choose. You half start games like Zelda. He was playing that on his game or his
DS that he
DS,
lost?
and then the one that he lost, and then he stopped playing it when it got too hard.
You need to stop giving up when things get hard.
Okay.
All right.
There's a lot of things that you're gonna do in life where it's gonna get
Yeah.
hard, and you're gonna have to push through.
Yep.
Okay.
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 Well, it's fun having you on.
Thank you.
You want to sign us off? What do you want to say? How are you going to say bye?
Wait 1 second. Make sure to check out all the other 9 to 5 Nerds episodes if you can. And make sure to, if you like it, please get it. And bye.